So the newest Nintendo Direct this year, there's no Smash Brothers. But overall, this was a pretty good Direct with a good mix of remakes, remasters, and sequels. Now to first start things off, we got a new Fire Emblem game that's in the Dynasty Warriors style. It'll be out in June of this year, but I was super salty when I learned this wasn't a new Fire Emblem game. The next we have on the list is going to be Advance Wars 1 and 2 Remake. I'm thinking this is going to be a cop for me, but I'm not feeling the art style of the combat this time around. Definitely reminds me of a Unity game. We move right on to No Man's Sky. It's a Switch port, but it's on Game Pass, so unfortunately, I'll pass. We didn't kick into gear finally with an announcement of a new Mario Strikers game. Looks incredibly ridiculous. You can play 8 players on local, so that's super dope, and there's even customization options for this one. My ears proceed to bleed with this weird ass Splatoon 3 trailer that's so confusing and full of this music with no rhythm. Like I said, complete ear bleed. I was listening to this, I didn't know what was going on, it was making me angry, and it's definitely one of the weirdest trailers I've seen in a very long time. Now we move on to a free-to-play Disney Kart game that's from the makers of the mobile franchise Asphalt Urban GT. I'm actually low-key hyped about this one. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about it that had me thinking like, okay, there's some potential in this. I think we can make this work. Now it's a bunch of remakes. We've got a remake from Front Mission, an OG mech strategy game that was on PS1. We got Star Wars Force Unleashed, a game that I've heard a lot of good things about, but still haven't really played it outside the demo. We've got the Assassin's Creed Ezio collection. I love the Assassin's Creed 2, and it's still the only one I've played and beaten to this day. And then freaking Chrono Cross. We had the Chrono Cross. It's a sequel to one of the best RPGs ever made, a PS1 classic that I would always watch my brother play growing up. Something I'm definitely looking forward to fully complete myself. And then they showed MLB The Show for the Switch. Next, there's also a new SD Gundam game, RPG. Looks pretty solid, but chibi Gundams, they're corny to me. I think it takes away from the Gundam experience. But then one of the best parts of the Direct happens, and you have an explanation of the mechanics from the new Kirby game. This open world Kirby game is looking intense right now. You can swallow items that are massive like an entire car, and since it's so big, Kirby can only swallow the car 3/4 of the way, and he's able to drive. So it makes for some really funny looking interactions with the vehicles, as well as a cone that he can use to pierce things down, a traffic cone. I'm super hyped about this game. Definitely one of the games of the year hype contenders for me. But right after this, they announced Clenoa, bro. Clenoa. People don't know about this, man. Only the OGs know about Clenoa. It's a PS1 classic, man. Played this game as a kid. They're HD remaking it, or not even HD remaking, they're remastering it. It's a completely new game. It looks amazing. Day one purchase. I have not played this game since I was probably 7 or 8, if that. Then they announced Portal. Portal's been around forever. I thought this game was already on the Switch, but hey, there's a new Portal. They also came through with this other sick game called Live Alive, or Live Alive, I think is what it was. Live Alive, Live Alive. And the game looks sick, dude. It's got the same style as Octopath Traveler. You've got different protagonists from different periods of time. They have these sort of branching paths, so very similar to Octopath Traveler. It was a game that was previously only in Japan, so people outside of Japan are going to be playing this for the first time. It looks amazing with the HD pixel style graphics that they always do with these type of games. I'm definitely copping this one. It looks amazing. There's even a new Wii Sports game, dude, and it's got online play. I don't know if this was going to be free to play, but I'm playing it regardless. Hopefully, it doesn't have a lot of modes or a lot of different games for it, so I'm hoping this is something that's either really cheap or free to play, but it looks fun. You can even play with your own avatars and built-in ones from the game. They also got a new Taiko Drummer. This is a super fun game. I just recently bought one on the Switch. It was $10, and then they also put another one on Game Pass right now. So this game is fairly accessible. It's a rhythm game. You can play a lot of animes and classic titles from whatever you've seen. Definitely a fun game that I recommend trying out. There's also new DLC for Cuphead. It adds a new character. This is a game I need to get back into myself. And there's also an upgrade for Metroid Dread that adds a one-hit death mode, and then there's a rookie mode for beginners, helps you recover health a little bit better. And then finally, After years of waiting, they bring back Earthbound to the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo SNES Online feature. It's one of the games that was probably the most requested out of any game out there. They finally bought the original Earthbound from the NES, which I completely forgot about. And then they bought, of course, the Earthbound that we're all familiar with from the Super Nintendo. Great opportunity for a lot of people who've been wanting to play this to get into it. I personally had it on the SNES Classic, but I think I may restart my playthrough just to have it on the Switch. Now, unfortunately, there's no new Mario Kart 9, but this is the next best thing because Mario Kart 8, I believe, is probably the most well-made Mario Kart out there. They are announcing a DLC package. It's paid, but hey, the game's been out for years. It's got 8 courses being dropped at a time. They eventually equal out to 48 courses. That'll be dropped until the end of 2023. And this first pack is going to be having the classic Coco or Choco Mountain from Nintendo 64. That one has a special place in my heart, as well as Coconut Mall. It's going to be $25 like I mentioned, but if you had the Nintendo 64 online package, it'll be free. So definitely an incentive to buy that Nintendo 64 package now. Another game I've been hyped about called Triangle Strategy announced an updated demo, and I'm super excited to hop on this too. They added a lot of features to it. I'm definitely giving this a try. We're going to be playing this on stream as well. Now the Direct finishes off with a nice little bang. Not my favorite series, but Xenoblade Chronicles 3 gets announced. And I'm happy for the fans, you know how it is. I'm happy for the fans. It actually looks pretty interesting. If I like the gameplay, maybe I'll give this one a try. But they got some cool looking characters. I've always laughed at the voice acting. I thought the voice acting from those games were garbage. But, hey, it looks like a lot of fun. Let me know what y'all think about that Xenoblade. But that concludes Nintendo Direct, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about the Direct. What was your favorite game that was announced in this Direct, man? We already knew Kirby was dope, but Clenoa, I mean, that's a big deal for me. And this new game, Live Alive, looks amazing. And then the Mario Kart 8 DLC. Those are probably my top 3 for me. I'm super excited. I'm super hyped about everything. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Let me know what y'all thought. Comment down below. You already know what to do. Like this video if you liked it, and watch your boy on YouTube and twitch.tv/BigDonSkillz for funny streams. I appreciate y'all and have a good rest of y'all night. Deuces.